Dude.
This one gets hard as I
That is so money.
So does it just go to sleep? Is that what that thing does?
I think it's...
With no activity?
I think it's...
What am I supposed to do? Wait a minute. Is this a card trick? Am I supposed to? I'm just trying to make sure. No, not that one. Exactly. You're like Spielberg. We're doing okay on this one.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
We got it. Head injury on tape. I want to be a weatherman.
Weatherman?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah, my whole life. I love the weather. That was cranked. Chris Jantz, Private Equity Business Development Director for RSM. They're focused on selling audit, tax, and consulting services to private equity groups.
That was great. Look at his LinkedIn.
Look at his LinkedIn, exactly.
Yeah, so my follow-up question to your intro, what is RSM?
It's the 5th largest accounting firm, really still McGladrey.
What's McGladrey?
So that's what it was called before they changed the name to RSM.
Gotcha.
So for, a lot of people will say, you'll hear the name McGladrey, and that's the M and the RSM.
Oh.
So they changed the name all before everything internationally was called RSM, and only America was referred to as McGladrey.
Gotcha.
So to get it all on one brand, they moved us over to the RSM name. Yeah, it's number 5 behind KPMG, but solely focused on middle market. Then therefore that leads to middle market private equity, right? It all kind of rolls together.
That makes sense, which is how we know each other from
Yeah.
the road. All our North Star events, working with private equity firms and the middle market space. North Star.
Yes, sir.
Did you always grow up wishing you were going to be in finance?
In sales?
In sales. I kind of always thought I'd be in some form
Capacity?
of sales. Maybe not insurance necessarily, but
I think, honestly, no. I really always thought that I would be on the delivery side, like on the billable side. So, being, more a partner. And then I just realized as I was doing it that I was stronger on the kind of the sales initiative and expanding engagements and solving client problems, but from a bigger picture perspective. So you basically go from a client-facing guy that's billing per hour, right, on whatever engagement, a diligent project or whatever. But if you're the sales guy, right, you're just kind of in front of the bookends. You're kind of helping scope it, and then if there's things that on the back end that need to be expanded more, you need to dive into that deeper. Then I would kind of jump in there and say, hey, have we thought about this? Because given I used to do that kind of work, it makes it easier to look ahead around the corner and tell your clients, hey, this could be a problem down the road. How do you guys want to?
yeah.
How do you want to cancel that? So once again, it's kind of trying to be thoughtful for the client.
How do the partners, they're not doing any business development then?
No, so it's kind of a dual model for sure. It's very similar to law firms. They do a lot of them their own, but where they're really good is expanding relationships with they're currently building. Where billing, it's hard for them to go secure a brand new client, right? Because they're kind of spending a lot of time. Some are awesome at it, but that's the need for us, is because when you think about it, when you get busy, the first thing that's going to drop is your biz dev efforts if you're a billable person, right?
Sure.
So we are there, kind of the steady engine underneath when the billable cycles, and building back that pipeline, and then bringing in the right people when it comes to that sales initiative, right? So that's the kind of difference of the BD versus the partner.
Let's do another card. I'm gonna pull one for you.
All right, please. Let's see the magic.
Kind of already asked you this one. When you were young, what did you want to be when you grew up? And we answered not
a sales guy.
A sales guy.
I want to be a weatherman.
Weatherman?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah, my whole life. I love the weather. I think it's fascinating.
Well, it's the only job you can do where you're wrong 100%
This is the time to not get fired.
Yeah.
But the real challenge with that is nobody ever told me you could be a weather person and be on television, and then you could be a meteorologist. Like, I didn't understand that fine line where one is like more you don't have to have a degree.
I still don't understand.
You don't have to have a degree in weather. You could be a weatherman and not be a meteorologist. So
you have 249, pretty good shot. That might be a driver off the deck.
Pull it right around this tree.
Dude, that was really, really good.
That was gonna be right.
Oh, look at it.
Right on the green.
You see it? Golf's warming up. The podcast is warming up. We're getting hot.
It's getting hot in her.
What's the worst gift you've ever received?
Oh.
That's kind of rude. What's the worst gift you've ever given? That was the other part of that.
Other part? I don't know. I'm actually, of all the things I'm good at, I am a good gift giver. Because it's part of being thoughtful. Now, I've gotten some horrible gifts, for sure. But it's hard to isolate just any one thing,
I never really feel like that ungrateful about a gift, even if it's not. Like, I don't. It's just nice and thoughtful. Last 2 holes.
Okay.
2 questions.
Okay.
What's your order at the turn? Obviously, adult beverage, but
sure.
Food-wise.
I just don't think you can go wrong with a hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, playing golf. I don't know. I do like a good club sandwich, but sometimes that could be a little arduous to eat.
When you're going to the turn, you're looking forward to a hot dog.
Is that wrong?
No, I think it's the only time that I even ever think
eat
about
a hot dog.
Well, baseball games don't count.
Correct.
All right, hot dogs at the turn.
Hot dogs at the turn. Transfusion is the typical go-to
choice. Yeah.
Depending on the hour, could be bloody.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 o'clock right now. No beverages. We've been drinking coffee.
That's correct.
This could actually be my ball.
I think it is.
Wow. Dude, I thought I went way out of bounds.
No. Oh, nice.
What would you suggest to someone that is in college right now, studying accounting, that has an inclination
to move over into that
for sales?
Yeah.
You and I are both in sales.
Sure. What I would say, so there's really 2, and this is just my perspective of biz dev, right? I think there's 2 kinds of business developers, right? There's what I call kind of mega account, mega networkers, right? That just kind of know everybody everywhere, but typically are less on the content side, right? So they don't necessarily understand maybe what they're selling as much because they're really in the relationship side of the business. And then there's people that migrate over into sales after doing the content.
What about starting point? What about like if you're looking for a gig,
where do you go?
Are you trying to do you think it's better to find a small shop and work with someone who you're gonna be in more of a spotlight, or, and maybe I'm thinking about this wrong,
No.
or if you're looking at one of the big fives
shops.
or the big shops,
Yeah.
is that a better route to learn? Like, what would you suggest from a true entry point?
Yeah, so what I would say is either one of those is going to work, right? Either one. I think you get far deeper expertise in the smaller shop. You have a wider breadth.
But more stuff.
Because you're going to be able to touch more stuff. But what I would say at the end of the day, that is, if this is something that you want to do and you want to do it, you really need to find leadership that supports that, and whoever's going to be your boss or your mentor knows where you're trying to go, and that you trust that those people are going to help you get there. That's more important than if you're going to be at a big shop or a small shop. The mentorship and who's going to help you drive to your career goals, and somebody you can trust, because at the end of the day, it's trust and friendship that makes the difference. Friendship. That was great. That was fun. Thank you for including me. I'm honored to be on it.
Well,